In the riverbed areas of 𝐂𝐸𝐴𝐻, life is built on sandbars that appear and disappear with the flow of the river. Here, farming is not just a job, it is survival. Most families depend on small, fragile plots of land. Floods, sand, poor soil, and low income make every season uncertain for these farmers. To stand beside them, the CSR initiative, Capacity Building of Low-Income Farmers, is supporting 100 farmers from these river chars of 𝐂𝐸𝐴𝐻 with training, guidance, and hope for a more secure future. Our journey starts on a winter morning as the team travels towards 𝐂𝐸𝐴𝐻. The road slowly turns into narrower village paths and finally into the sandy stretches of the riverbed. Here, in partnership with 𝐂𝐚𝐻 and Krishi Shwapno, we planned a week-long set of trainings for 5 groups of farmers, each group bringing their own story, struggle, and expectations. The training module, designed specially for low-income farmers, uses simple language and practical examples to talk about better farming, safer input use, and improved family nutrition. On 3 and 4 February, the first group of 20 farmers gathers at Hotel Zaman in 𝐂𝐸𝐴𝐻. Some have traveled from nearby chars, leaving their fields and families for 2 days to learn something new. The session begins with simple introductions. Farmers share their names, villages, and the crops they grow on the shifting sands of the river. For 3 hours each day, the room turns into a learning space. The trainer asks questions, invites stories from the field, and slowly connects their experience with new ideas from the module. Between discussions, farmers participate in hands-on activities. They receive improved seeds and practice planning how to use what they've learned back on their own land. At the end of the course, each participant receives a certificate and a small honorarium, a recognition of their time, knowledge, and commitment to trying new practices in their farms and families. On 5th and 6th February, training moves closer to the river at Share YouthNet. Here, 2 groups are trained each day, one in the morning and one in the evening. In the morning, Batch 2 gathers. Men and women sit side by side, sharing how they cope with sand deposits, low yields, and low market prices. In the evening, Batch 3 arrives after finishing their day's work. Even after a long day in the field, their attention does not fade. They listen, discuss, and argue softly over what can really work on their land. On 4 and 5 February, project representatives join the sessions. They quietly observe the training, talk to farmers in the breaks, and listen to their challenges and hopes. On 7 and 8 February, the training reaches even deeper into the river areas, to 𝐵𝐻𝐵𝐻𝑝ara and char 𝐵𝐻𝐵𝐻𝑒𝐻. Here, the river is not just a view, it is a daily risk. The training spaces are simple. Sometimes a schoolroom, sometimes a community shed, sometimes just a shaded yard. But the questions asked here are complex. How do we protect our crops? How do we feed our children better with what we have? Using pictures and real-life examples from the module, the trainer explains how better planning of crops, improved practices, and safer use of inputs can slowly strengthen both income and nutrition at home. Women farmers share how they balance housework with fieldwork. Young farmers talk about wanting to try new methods but lacking guidance and capital. The training becomes a space where every voice matters. At the end of each session, farmers raise their hands to share what they are taking back. One new idea, one practice they will try, one small change they believe they can make. At the end of the training, each farmer receives a package of nutritious vegetable seeds, a small but practical step toward applying new knowledge at home. The seed kits include 13 varieties of vegetables suitable for homestead cultivation in char conditions, carefully sourced to ensure quality and reliability.
On 16 February, the project brings selected farmers and buyers together at 𝐂𝐸𝐵, creating a rare space for direct dialogue between producers and markets. Farmers share their crops, production challenges, and hopes for fairer prices beyond local intermediaries. Buyers describe what markets require: consistent quality, proper grading, and reliable supply, turning abstract market demands into clear guidance. Through open discussion, both sides begin to understand each other's realities, constraints in the field, and expectations in the market. To ensure support continues beyond training, a permanent farmer hub is established at Char Youth Net in the River Char. The hub is equipped with post-harvest tools, crates, weighing scale, and packaging equipment, helping farmers handle produce safely and meet market standards. An upgraded soil testing device is installed, bringing scientific soil analysis directly within reach of char farmers. With simple records and shared access, the hub becomes a local service center where farmers can test soil, improve practices, and support each other. To understand real impact, the project conducts baseline and post-training surveys with all 100 farmers. The surveys explored changes in knowledge, attitudes, and planned farming practices after training. Results show stronger understanding of soil health, safer input use, and clear intention to adopt improved farming methods in the coming seasons. Beyond the project period, trained farmers, hub leaders, and buyer linkages form a continuing support network across the char communities. When farmers gain knowledge, tools, and fair opportunity, even fragile char lands can grow a more secure future.